Are we live, man? Are we live? I feel like our Wi-Fi's been a little trashed today. There we go. I see us. I see us. You don't see us? Happy Wednesday, everybody. It's 1 o'clock. Y'all know what that means. It's time for Real Estate 101.
Hey guys, thanks for tuning in today with us. We're going to give a big shout out to Drew here's got somebody figured out.
Oh. Who are you thinking of, Shawan? Do you have anyone in mind?
Well, I'm thinking we should give a big shout out to all of our new guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Our new peoples. I gave Larima a shout out last week. So shout out Larima again, and shout out to our new guy, Noah Davidson. It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Welcome to the squad, fella.
Thank you, sir.
Well, I guess we'll get it. Joey Calvin, or Corey Calvin. Sorry, I just saw Calvin. Thanks for getting on, man. We appreciate it. I love watching your stuff, man. You're doing a great job. But thank you for getting on. If you could, like and share the stream, please. We would greatly appreciate it. Let's see. So I guess we'll get right into it today then, Shawan.
All right, what you got for us today?
So topic for today is 4 reasons why people are buying homes in 2021. And, you know, we've had so much uncertainty in this market, of course, due to our circumstances with Corona. Mm-hmm. So, you know, studies are showing that the market is still going up, especially here in Middle Tennessee. We're still seeing a lot of buyers. Mm-hmm. And, you know.
Yeah, and I really think that one of the reasons that we've seen like these new buyers and buyers looking for these certain things in a home is probably due to the virus. I think people were locked up in their homes and realized that they didn't really have you sit in your house and you look at 4 walls for a few weeks, or maybe for some guys it's been a couple months, some folks have not had the opportunity to even go back to work. So, I think when you sit and you look at those 4 walls, you think of things you could do, maybe things you could renovate, or maybe you think, you know what, I don't even want to do that. I need a bigger yard. I need another room because now the kids are here, so we're homeschooling now. So, maybe a bigger office, because they're working from home now. So I think the virus really got people thinking about what they need in a home, and what they currently have just wasn't cutting it.
Well, I think whenever you spend, most of the times you go to work, most people 8 hours a day, you're not home you wake up, you shower, you go to work, then you come home, shower, and sit around maybe a couple hours and go to sleep. So whenever you're there consistently all day not doing anything, you start to pick things apart, and then you creep on old Zillow or old gtthomes.com, and then you find something you like.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Let's see what we can do. Let's call up let's enter our information into Zillow and see what we can get on here.
Yeah.
But
and I think, one of the topics that you're going to talk about, probably the very first one, that helps people actually afford more home is the
record low rates.
Yeah.
So, especially right now, and this is my number one thing on why people are still buying in 2021, and why the market is still so hot is because, we're still looking at a mid-2, high-2s interest rate, which is,
record breaking.
Apparently in 2020, and all this information I'm getting here is from Keeping Current Matters, so I will give them their shameless plug on where I get my information. But I keep up with them daily, and I look at, because they have a lot of good information on there. But they said that there was a record low rates from Freddie Mac.
Allow someone to afford almost $100,000 more
Absolutely.
home than they could have afforded before this.
And really keep about maybe a little bit more for a monthly payment on, you're upgrading the house, you're getting a lot bigger house, and you're paying more, but your monthly payment's going to stay right around there.
Yeah, staying the same.
So even with me, when we bought our new house, we're paying almost 100 more than what we paid for our first home, and we're staying right around. I think it's within $30 of what our old payment used to be.
Yeah.
So we got a whole, extra 400 square feet and a brand new home
Yeah.
in an
Yeah.
awesome neighborhood on a great side of Murfreesboro. So,
Yeah.
it's a win-win. We definitely took advantage of the rates and, what's going on in our market.
Well,
so.
I think a lot of people, that it just makes sense, especially if you're not happy where you're at. You
Yep.
can get out and get some fresh air when you're locked in quarantine for days on
Absolutely.
end.
Yep. So, and it does 65%. That's crazy low.
Slow.
It's stupid. So number one, record low rates. Now going into number two is kind of what we're discussing is people working from home. So, they're sitting in there all day, picking things apart. Then they start looking on websites and they want to, get out there and see what they can upgrade to. But also another big thing is because, especially in our market here, is we're in such a strong seller's market. So they're seeing other homes sell in their neighborhood that are going for stupid prices.
Yeah.
So they see those and then they kind of get interested. They want to do a home evaluation. They call somebody and then they realize, wow, I can get all this money for my house that I've been in for, however long they've been in it. They have all that equity built into their home. So I feel like
Right.
it really catches people's attention.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, when you've got thinking about putting your home on the market and there's another home on the market that's very similar to yours and you're seeing what they're getting and it's like, wow, I didn't realize my home was worth that much money.
Yeah.
And then they start thinking about how much money that puts in their pocket, so it just goes on and on.
Yeah.
So it just makes good sense.
And of course, they're hearing the stories from other people that have sold. We had 15 offers on our house. Mm-hmm. We listed at this, and we ran it up to this. So,
Yeah.
I feel like people hear that and they're like, "Oh, we need to hop all over that.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can get people in a bidding war."
Yeah, well, inventory's so low here, so if you're looking for a specific priced home in the, a 250 or a 350 or even a 450 home they're very scarce right
Yeah.
now,
Even a 500 home.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, or to have a $600,000 home listing and it go within the first week. It's under contract.
Mhm.
Those things are not quite as heard of around here,
absolutely
around this
not.
area. But this past year has really shown a different side of Murfreesboro.
Yes, absolutely. We had one the other day. It was a 500 house, and it had, I think it had 11 offers on it. One
Yeah.
that we won it, but it was, that's really unheard of. 11 offers on a $500,000 house that went 20 above asking. That's just unreal.
What's something that you did differently? In those homes, in those 11 offers. What's something you do to stand out, Andrew?
Well, I'm me, so I'm playing.
Besides just being Andrew.
You really got to come. You got to come above asking because everybody wants more money for their home.
But I'm sure
so.
probably most of them were above asking.
Yes,
Would you say?
a lot of them. I would say they're probably half were over asking because there's always going to be people who come in. It's could be their first offer on a home. They haven't really figured out the market yet, so they're gonna go in at asking, maybe ask for a little bit of closing costs. But if you want to win homes, really, you gotta go in above asking. Of course, check the comps and see what's a good number to you, and go in at that. Pay your closing costs. No home inspection if your people are open for that, and quick close. No contingencies
Gotcha.
and appraisal.
Well, I was trying to get you to say what you're really the best at, and that's at winning the agent over.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to win the agent over too. You
Very
gotta
good, very good.
gotta.
It's all about a relationship too with
It is.
that listing
Yeah.
agent when you've got the buyer. It always helps if you've ever done business with him before,
Mhm.
and if you haven't, then it really helps if you come in there really super nice
Strong.
guy,
That
Yeah.
Andrew
strong
Kilgore
guy.
sweet talk. I've heard
That
that.
little sweet talk, strong.
Well, I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of people sometimes lose track of you want to be able to work with the listing agent. So you kind of want to team up to get your people the best deal and get their people the best deal too. So coming together as one and really making everybody happy.
Yeah,
So,
I think that's the key is everybody feels like they're winning.
yes.
The buyer feels like they're winning, the seller feels like they're winning, both agents are on good terms together and, you know, feel like they're trying to get the best for each party.
Yep.
And I think that's really what it's about. I think at the end of the day, when everybody feels like, well, hey, I feel like this is a good deal.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
feel like I've done good, then I think that really is the prize.
Yeah, and also having that listing agent feel like you're going to be there throughout the whole process and do whatever it takes to get them to the closing table. I feel like that's a big part of it too.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's see, we got a Christy Morgan. Thank you for getting on. Micah Kell, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in forever. Like and share the stream if y'all can. My wife's on here too. Thank you for getting on, Samantha. So number 2, people working from home. We covered that, and let's see. Number 3 is going to be more outdoor space. So really coming to what we've seen and kind of what studies are showing is that people really, they want to get out of their townhome. They want to get out of their apartment from, of course, being cooped up in there for so long due to COVID.
They've got a little sozo.
Yep. They got a little doggo. They want to get out and, you know, let it stretch its legs, them stretch their legs. So they're really just, people are wanting more of a lot, a bigger lot, you know, more outdoor space that they can utilize.
Yeah. Well, I really think like outdoor space this day and time is kind of like we bring the outdoor indoor, or the indoor, you know, sliding doors where you feel like you're outside, but you really feel like you're inside because it's so nice, you know. And especially these cold days and things like that when you normally would be, you know, locked up in your townhome because it's just too darn cold to be outside.
Yep.
But you can actually go out back and light up a little fire and,
Yep.
you know, it very much makes outdoor living space a
Yes.
necessity, I think.
Absolutely.
It
And
would for me.
And I feel like people, you know, if they've, you know, been congregating maybe with their neighbors, that, you know, maybe they want a new crowd too. Maybe they want a less densely populated area from
Hey,
different
maybe
people.
they don't want to congregate.
Away from people because
Yeah.
they've been,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
starting to go stir crazy, and maybe they're just like, I'm tired of people. So.
Yeah. I think everybody's just kind of looking for, I mean, I think there's so many reasons why the home market has done so well, and it's done really well here. But I really do think that, you know, as bad as Corona has been and the COVID and, you know, all the disasters that it's caused, I think on the flip side of that, I think it's really brought people into a realization of where they're at and where they want to be. And, you know, with all these little things added in here and the interest rates being so low, it really has opened the door and the opportunity for them to make their dreams come true.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or at least upgrade, you know, maybe
Yeah.
not your dream home, but definitely an upgrade from where you were at.
Yeah. And of course, with equity, you know, it makes it possible for people.
Yeah,
Because-
for sure.
So it's just, there's so many possibilities right now, especially all the opportunities with home loans, first-time home buyer grants, things like that. So it's really, with the rates, it's so easy to do now to make money.
What are some different first-time home buyer opportunities that are out there?
So you got like THDA, which is you have to attend a class to get it, but, you know, covers some of your financing. And there's so many more, I'm sure, that
Yeah.
Belinda
yeah,
can go over.
There's actually, like in March, and Ashley, she knows a whole lot about this one, but it's that, is it called Welcome Home? The Welcome Home Funds, which really gives the buyer a lot of money
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
go towards their closing and things like that. So, you know, there's always opportunities. So if anybody out there is thinking about buying a home or anything, you know, call us first.
Yep.
And then we can help get you to where you need to be, because, I mean, really the opportunity to get in a brand new home or into your first home, they're better than ever. So your chances, the hardest thing is going to be finding the house. But that's why you would have us. So give
know
us a
where it's
call,
all at.
and we can definitely help you out with not
Or-
only finding the home, but getting you with a great lender who
Yeah.
knows all of the stops to take you to getting you there.
Yeah. Or I got this great place called Creeks Bend, you know, 100% finance, and I'll get you in a house for $1,000.
Yeah, I mean that's unheard of.
It is. It's kind of crazy to
A
think
brand new
about.
home for $1,000, but
Yeah.
hey, we got it.
Yeah. Take advantage of it. So my last thing is avoiding renovations. Number 4, avoiding renovations. So, you know, a lot of people, they sit there and they say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Then they think about it and they're like, I ain't got time. I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Well, not only that, you feel like if you can do some things yourself, you're saving the expense, of having someone else come in and do it. But, there again, it takes time, it takes money, even if you are doing it yourself. And it takes a little bit of know-how and experience.
yes.
There's nothing better than someone that knows what they're doing and go in and flip and put new flooring in, do some things to the wall,
Yeah.
repairs, whatever. There's nothing worse than someone that has never done that before and they go in and try to do that and it has a look to it that
Yeah.
is like none other. Because it's really what would you call it? Just,
Tough.
I know the word, but I don't want to say it. So
I get you, yeah. But yeah, and then when something gets messed up, then you got to pay someone who knows how to do it
yeah.
to come back in. So you're
Yeah.
gonna end up paying double.
Yeah.
So
And nobody knows better than the person that's living in that home, that's lived in that home for a few years, exactly what areas need to be worked on.
yeah,
Whether it's a window that that won't shut good or open good, or if it's a creaky floor somewhere that's kind of got you thinking, maybe I need to get under the house.
yeah,
Or who knows? It could be anything from minor things to major things. So, a lot of times people are looking for something else. Say, you know what, I really don't want to do these renovations.
Yeah.
I had rather either just come down off the price a little bit, let someone else come in and do it, or find someone that could, like I know with our team, we do, we can go in and actually do those things for our seller. Get the home painted, get flooring, do some things like that, help them to get it on the market, and help them get the most money out of it.
yep,
So there's always a solution
Absolutely.
to even a home that needs renovating.
yeah.
Because homes and looking to move from the market or in the market
Yeah.
because of, those renovations and things like that.
Absolutely, and I feel like what we have, the Fixer Upper program's a huge thing that I think we're seeing a lot more people start to take advantage of that.
Yeah, well,
how-
you're crazy not to.
Exactly.
Especially if some flooring and some paint, maybe some minor repairs could make the difference of $10,000 to $20,000 more profit for your home. It just makes good sense.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do that?
And you don't have
No
to.
interest, right? No
Yeah,
interest.
you don't have to pay for it until closing day. Until of course, we have to list your house, which it's going to help
Yeah.
you in the long run, anyways. But
Right.
then you don't have to pay interest or anything until you get to the closing table. Then you pay us there. So it's a really great program that we've helped a lot of people out with it before. So
Yeah, and I think a lot of folks don't realize that that's even available.
Yeah.
That are wanting to sell their home, but are maybe not wanting to put it on the market because they're like, man, nobody's going to give me what I want for this
Yeah.
home, and I don't really have the money to fix it up right now, but I'd really like to get out of it.
yep,
We got your solution.
absolutely.
We can take care of it. So definitely an opportunity if anyone is out there listening and looking and thinking about they'd like to do that and need some renovations, give us a call. We can help you out with that as well.
Absolutely.
So what is our bottom line?
Well, bottom line is home ownership has changed due to our circumstances, through this period of time. So, a lot of things that people wanted last year or 2 years ago is changing a lot just because, Corona and interest rates and things like that. So a lot of people are, as we were saying, wanting more space. They're working from home more, so they just want more office space too, more outdoor space. So it's just the home ownership's changed. It's
Definitely
changing.
changed. I think their needs have changed. The way they work has changed. The way we go to school has changed. Hell, the way we go to the grocery store or out to eat. Everything has changed.
Yep.
So why would our housing market not
Stay the same, yeah.
It's obviously has changed as well, and
Yes.
it's most definitely due to COVID.
Yep.
So
Damn you,
even
COVID.
even as horrible as COVID has been, like I said earlier, there has been a flip side to it that other people have been able to take advantage of. So
Yeah.
I think it's been good. We've got a huge studio audience today, and
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if anybody here has any questions they'd like to ask us before we end the show.
We do have a comment on here from one named Hayden McKee. Best
Okay.
damn Real Estate 101 show we have had. Those hosts are good.
Hey, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mr.
Thank you,
Hey,
Hayden.
Hey, hey.
We know you're out there watching. Thank you so much.
I'm here,
Yeah.
man.
We
I'm
appreciate
just
you.
thankful to be in the audience.
Yes, well, hey, we want to give everybody a huge shout out today. Thank you for watching our show. Thank you for being a part of Real Estate 101. Thank you, Mr. GTT. If you don't know him, his name is GoodTimeTommy. Mr. Tommy
Best in
Davidson.
the business.
Best in the business. But he's the one that helps us keep this thing rolling.
Absolutely.
All right, well,
That's
anything
all
you
we
wanna
got.
add?
If y'all have questions and you're watching this late, throw them in the comments. We'll get an answer back to you on anything. So just let us know. We're here to help out in any way possible. So thank y'all for tuning in. If you could like and share, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll see you next Wednesday, same time, same place. See you soon.